Disclaimer: I like both Honkai and Genshin Impact. That's why I am level 54 in Genshin and 87 in Honkai. This video is just some reason why I prefer Honkai. Okay, with that out of the way, let's just get right into it. There is a couple reasons why I prefer Honkai than Genshin. First of all, let's just get this one out of the way, the story. I know what you're going to say. Bro, Honkai is like older than Genshin, so the story has developed. I know. Genshin has just 1 year old and hasn't developed the story enough. The problem that I have with Genshin's story is, the story is basically traveler come to that city or region, whatever you want to call them, then that country has some problem. After that, the traveler helps with that country problem, then resolve the problem, then go to another region. Then repeat the process for all the region. I know there's some major plot line after each region, but it's not that much. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Honkai Impact veteran will know who this is. This guy. You know this guy. Yeah, this guy. Not that guy. Yeah, this guy. With the new story chapter and the newest animation that MiHoYo released, I'm convinced that Ota is probably one of the best written character in video game. I'm not going to spoil too much with the new animation, but a lot of people goes from hating Otto to respecting him. That is the extent I'm going to talk about that. Because I'm not going to spoil story of Honkai in case you guys want to try it out. The second reason of why I prefer Honkai is the equipment or stigmata system. In Honkai you can force the weapon and stigmata. Yes, you can also force weapon in Genshin. But for the equipment you need to grind the dungeon and the equipment stat is random. Yes, in Honkai you need to grind the material in order to force the stigmata and weapon, but the stat of the stigmata and weapon isn't random. Yes, if you want the best equipment you need to roll for it in the gacha system. But the equipment that you can forge is sufficient enough in order to play the game, which in turn go to my third point. The third point is Genshin daily and weekly boss. For the daily mission of Genshin, it got really repetitive at the time that put me off from the game. When you log in daily and do the same thing over and over again, I get really bored from the game. Meanwhile in Honkai, you can do expedition when you don't have the time to play. And with the new edition, a couple patches ago, with the light system, when you don't have the time to grind for daily, you can just use the light system to finish daily quests as long as you have stamina. Even for Memorial Arena, you could use the light system to skip some difficulty of the bosses, as long as you get to difficulty triple S on the boss the week before. As for Genshin, you need to just grind them, and if you want the reward, you need a resin. For Honkai, you don't need those things, but you only limited to 6 tries a day. Now that my rant is over, I'm waiting for Genshin story to develop further, and I hope it's as hard hitting as Honkai story, The things that I really like from both Genshin and Honkai is the song that they made. I really appreciate the Hoyo Mix for making these banger songs, Before I end the video, I just want to say, I really like watching people trying out Honkai for the first time and seeing their reaction. P.S. One more thing. You know what really grind my gears? People who just react to the animation of Honkai without playing the game. Like, why? It's like you're spoiling yourself of the story, but you haven't played the game. You need to play the game to experience the full story and emotion that come with it. Please, if you haven't played Honkai, please just try it. It's the only game that made me cry, That's it from me. Thank you guys for watching. May we meet again next time.